Hello everybody, what's up here? This is Luffy Guy 2000 here, obviously, and I'd like to introduce you to the next series that I'm going to be doing. Well, as you can obviously see, it's Skyrim, but more importantly, I'm going to be attempting a hardcore run of Skyrim. Now what this means is that I'm going to be trying to not die. If I die, I delete the character and I have to start completely fresh. So yeah, this is definitely going to be quite the interesting challenge. Now, obviously, as you can see, I've got a few mods installed, which I'm not doing anything to drastically change the gameplay. As you can see, I obviously have Live Another Life here, along with Race Menu. Race Menu is mostly so I can build my character the way I want to have them built, because it allows for more in-depth character customization than you could normally have with Skyrim. And another mod I'm going to be having is, well, as you can obviously, I've also got Live Another Life, although this is mostly because I don't know. You can choose the vanilla start though, so I'm not going to be worrying about that too much. Other than that, I've also got immersive first person. Well, that's mostly for more realism, and I'm likely going to be disabling that for the majority of the run. Another mod that I've got installed is Dangerous Wolves, which increases the difficulty of the wolves found throughout Skyrim. Gives them a bit more challenge, so to speak. Well, that's exactly what it is. But anywho, another mod that I'm going to have installed is Sky UI, because, well, for obvious reasons. And then the last mod I'm going to have is Familiar Races. What the mod does is it allows you to go to this Temple of Heroes. And while you can use your other characters as followers, I'm not going to be doing that, and instead I'm going to be using it as an archival system, where I'll archive my progress, and when I die, I'll import my character into the Temple of Heroes and then delete their save for good. So yes, this is definitely going to be an interesting walkthrough. I'm only going to keep one save. Now, speaking of, I'm going to go over a few more rules. Obviously, it's hardcore, so if I die, I am dead for good, and I cannot play this character ever again. And I'm also going to be importing them into the Temple of Heroes, introduced in the Familiar Faces mod, so I can archive them. Because, well, who doesn't want their character archived? And, yeah, and I won't be reloading any saves, so any change I make to the world will be permanent. If a follower dies, they're dead. If, say, I screw up and steal something and get banished from the town, I will not be able to visit that town without dying. If it screws me over, so be it. Now, I'm going to consider this challenge complete after I finish the main quest line by defeating Alduin at the very end of the game. After I accomplish that, the hardcore curse, so to speak, will be released, and I will be able to do as I please with this character. That aside, not much else I have to say on the matter. So, I'm just going to finish making my character here real quick. I really like this mod. You can go very far in depth with the way you make your character. It's quite awesome. It gets to the point where you can change scales, such as head, even the weapon and equipment scales. However, I'm not going to be doing that very often. Yes, and then you have this. This is awesome. Because I can make my character's hair longer, shorter. Ultimately, I can do as I please with this character. Which is good. It allows for much more customization, which is a very good thing in any game. What's going to happen if I fail, if I die? Obviously, I'm going to delete all my characters, but also... Whoops. But also, I'm obviously going to stop recording the series. And... yes. I'm just going to stop recording the series. Because if I die, I'm obviously dead. I screwed up. As for what difficulty I'm going to be playing the game on, I will be playing on Adept difficulty, because that's the perfect scale of 1-to-1 between player and enemy. Any lower, and the player has more attack, defense, health, and everything else. Any higher, and the enemies become fairly overpowered. That being said, yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm going to be doing the vanilla start, so as to not give myself too unfair of an advantage. Because we all know unfair advantages are not good. Making my character here. As for what build I'm going to be running with this character, I do not yet know. I do not yet know. But more likely than not, I'll be attempting possibly a warrior build, or very possibly even just a mage build, because those are obviously some very okay build choices. And the Portal Stone is part of the Familiar Faces mod. It's what allows me to go to the Temple of Heroes to archive my character.
Approach, my child.
But yes,
and choose
that
where
is
your
what
new life shall begin.
This is what I'm going to
Such is the
be
strange
doing
and twisted hand of
with
fate.
my next YouTube series. As you can see, I've also got realistic lighting, because realistic lighting is good. And I've also got a few high-res textures, the Static Mesh Improvement mod, the official high-res pack, 2K texture mod, etc. That aside, I will be seeing you all when I start the series, and good luck and happy Skyrimming. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button on this video, and I will see you when I start the series. Capiche, and farewell.